All right, so today we're working on an '08 Jeep Wrangler. It is the 4-door model. Unfortunately, a customer had somebody break their glass, and so they needed to do a window replacement. So there may be a ton of different ways to do this. This is how we did it. I just thought I would share the wealth. So you got to remove the panel itself, and we used the panel popper tool that had a little bit of leverage built into it, and where these little star guys are is where the locations of the pins that actually hold the plastic panel into place. So once you actually have that portion of it removed, what you're going to want to do is there is the little felt strip that sits inside the window channel right here. So we just used our leverage panel popper again, and then just popped that straight up and off of there. Now, there is the other side, maybe you call that the exterior felt side, that sits so that way the door and the window has the nice little bit of trim here, and it goes all the way to the window in the back. That one was a little bit more tricky. I was able to use, it's another panel popper, just more so has like a little fork and a little bit of leverage. And then I started on one end and I just came straight up until I had popped it loose. Now, that's the glass, so let me try to pull it back some. So down inside there, you can see it's got like little dog ears. You just want to pop it like straight up, and then once that came all the way out, you don't want to try to bend it or like pull on it. You want to pop it, like I'm saying, straight up from there. Once I got all the way down to here where I popped it, then I just went ahead and I slid it out and away, and I got it to remove from here. Now, there's another 10 millimeter bolt that goes right here. Once you have loosened that guy, then you can go ahead and move this guy down to the side, and you can pull that straight out. On the other side, it's not as firm, it's more flimsy, but it is the window track in order to keep the window where it needs to go. That side is much more flimsy, so once you pop, so technically I think I started with this side, I got it to where it was loose, and then I was able to pull down the weather stripping, and then got this at an angle to where then I could pull it all the way out. So since the glass was already broken, the mechanism that holds the window inside of the track looks like this. All right, so the way that it sits is this guy sits down like that. It actually is labeled front, which I'm not sure, but that basically means that it's facing me, the passenger of the car per se. There are these two clips right here. I used that panel popper that had just a little bit of an angle to it, and I pushed those in and then pried up on it until this came all the way out of that track. Now, the new glass, this is actually attached to the glass and it sits inside there. So I rolled the window all the way down, and since I had all of the channels removed, I was able then just to put the window down in there and popped it into its place. Let's see if you're seeing it. Yeah, so it's down there. And then once it clicked into place, then I knew I was good. I actually had the window up a little bit higher so I could aim it easier. And now that I'm putting the channels back on, I rolled it all the way down. So a little bit more tricky, because you do need to go ahead and make sure that your glass is inside of the channel for the window. And once you get that side in, then I was able just to kind of finagle it back into its home. And then I'll go ahead and put this side on there and just put the door panel back on there. Remember, put your 10 millimeter bolt, and then of course your two windowsill portions of it right here. So I hope that helps you guys out there, and make sure you comment and subscribe.